Today, I'll walk you through our automated lead generation and campaign management workflow. The objective of the system is to completely automate the process of finding leads from Apollo, enriching and processing the data, storing it in Google Sheets or Excel of your choice, automatically adding qualified leads into the outreach campaign, and then updating campaign status in the real time. This workflow minimizes manual effort, increases lead processing speed, and creates a scalable outbound sales pipeline. If you go through the step-by-step workflow explanation, the first trigger node, which is there, is the schedule trigger. At the very beginning, this node automatically starts the workflow at predefined intervals, for example, every hour, every day, or at any custom schedule we define. Now, instead of manually searching for leads everywhere, every day, the system runs autonomously. This ensures that the consistent lead generation is there, no dependency on human intervention is needed, and the continuous pipeline growth. The second node is of Apollo.ai. Now, there is no specific node for Apollo in n8n. What we can do is use HTTP node to make our custom Apollo node. Once the workflow starts, it sends an API request to Apollo.io. Apollo.io acts as our lead database and prospecting engine. In this step, the system searches for lead based on predefined filters, retrieves prospect information, and collects structured business data. Now, the filters that are typically used are like industry, company size, the geography of the company, and the job titles of the prospects, and the decision maker roles, funding stage, or the technology stack. The API returns detailed lead information such as the name, company, designation, email, LinkedIn profile, company website, and other enrichment data. Now, it is very necessary for us to like edit the data which is there. After retrieving leads, we perform another HTTP request which is there for data enrichment, the validation of emails and LinkedIn, and the custom integrations that are there, or connecting with external services. For example, like verifying the emails quality from Apollo, checking lead scores, enriching company data, or preparing the data format required for downstream systems. This modular structure allows us to integrate any third-party system into the workflow, the HTTP request node. Now, the next node is split out. Now, once the bulk amount of data is received, the workflow enters the split out stage. This is a critical scalability component. Apollo may return hundreds of leads at once instead of processing them as one large batch. The workflow splits each lead into individual processing paths. This allows granular control, early decision making, error isolation, and better automation reliability. If one lead processing, the remaining lead continue normally. Now, the next node is again a HTTP request. After splitting out the leads individually, another HTTP request is executed. At this stage, we typically validate the lead quality, check campaign eligibility, and enrich the missing fields that may have been omitted by Apollo. Then, for example, if we filter out duplicate companies, it is in this field that happens, scoring prospects based on intent or validating the domain authenticity. Essentially, this stage acts as the intelligent decision layer before leads are entered into campaign. Now, the next node is the edit fields node. Here, the workflow structures and standardize the lead data that are provided from the previous nodes. This is important because different systems often use different field formats. Some systems database may consist the names as the last name, the surname as the first name, and then the second name. Now, in this step, we rename the fields, we clean data, we format phone numbers, normalize company names, and prepare the data structure for Google Sheets and the campaign system. This ensures clean and consistent database across the pipeline. Now, the seventh node is appending row in Google Sheets. Once the data is cleaned and standardized, it gets stored into a Google Sheet, or you can even use Excel here. Each data is appended in a new row. This creates a centralized lead database, easy visibility for the sales team, report capabilities, and historical tracking. The sheet effectively becomes a live dashboard of all processed leads. The benefits of using sheets are the transparency, auditability, manual review capability, and operational monitoring. Now, the next node is the if condition. Now, this if condition checks whether the email exists or not. Now, if the email exists, it goes on to the next node. And if there is no email for the lead that is there, which may be a lead, may be missed out by the edit fields, and gets updated into the Excel or the sheets, and it does not have a relevant email, the lead does not go further. Now, for the it is connected to the true node because if the email exists, then only the workflow further triggers. Now, the next step is the wait. This is for qualified leads. The workflow first enters the wait stage. This introduces controlling time into the system, like preventing API rate limit issues, mimics human-like outreach behavior, and like spaces out campaigns additional natural. Now the next node is the leads, appending leads to the campaign or adding leads to the campaign. Now this is a node of instantly that is present in n8n itself. After the delay, the system automatically adds the leads into the an outbound campaign. Now the campaign can be created here in n8n itself, or if you have like if you wanted to function more smoothly, you can create a campaign and edit that campaign's ID into this here. Like if you check out the campaign, this is a list of campaigns that we have here. You can create a campaign in instantly itself and then add the campaign from list. That would happen once you add the credential of your instantly into this. Now, this node connects with a cold email platform, CRM system, sales engagement tool, and even the marketing automation software. At this point, the lead becomes a part of the automated outreach sequence. For example, personalized cold emails, follow-up sequences, LinkedIn outreach, or nurture campaigns. This eliminates the need of manual campaign uploads. Now, the next node here is the last node, which is updating the rows in the sheet. Now, once all the leads are added into the campaign, the sheets node updates, checks for each lead prospect that is there and uploaded and is uploaded into the campaign. Once it verifies the lead is uploaded, it updates the sheet with another column being as updated or added to the campaign or whatever text of your choice. Now, this was the overall workflow for generating lead from Apollo and adding the lead into the campaign of instantly. Now, this entire thing creates a fully automated outbound lead engine. Now, this workflow provides operational efficiency to the companies, like even its repetitive manual work, reduces sales ops workload, and increases the processing speed. Now, it also provides you with data consistency, standardized lead processing, centralized tracking in Google Sheets. It also provides you with faster outreach, qualified leads instantly, enters campaigns, reduces lead response time, and also better monitoring of your lead. Every action is logged. Real-time campaign visibility is also present over there. Overall, this system transforms lead generation from a manual activity into a scalable, automated infrastructure. The workflow continuously sources, validates, organizes, qualifies, and activates leads with minimal human intervention, while still allowing full visibility and control through Google Sheets or Excel and the campaign tracking software that is there in instantly. Thank you.